Yo, how we going, team? Just thought I will do a little check-in. Um, I've just had the big day, the biggest day of chemo kick off on this particular cycle again. So I'm back with a whole bunch of new drugs. It was a 5-hour day, or roughly thereabouts today. But I just wanted to check in because I had a midway sort of PET scan. So after the first 6 weeks, which was 2 cycles of chemotherapy or of the system that we're using, and I had a PET scan, which is they scan you from head to toe. They put the radioactive fluid into you, and any sort of cancerous areas light up and glow on the scan, and you can see it quite clearly. So I had one of those right at the start, which is how they diagnosed it as stage 4 lymphoma. It's how they were able to see that it was starting. I had a big mass through the center of my chest, and it was starting to bind with the chest wall or merge with the chest wall. So we've had at least 6 weeks of treatment, and we did the PET scan on the 27th, and then yesterday I actually caught up with the specialist. So the specialist gave me the rundown, and he's super happy with everything. The mass has shrunk significantly. I would say it's at least half the size of what it looked like. It was a little bit hard to tell because the fact that, how I mentioned earlier, the cancerous areas will glow quite with how they do the PET scan, and this time it wasn't glowing anywhere near as much, which is a really good sign. So it's showing that it's being killed off, or the cancerous cells are definitely dying off. And any other areas, like in my neck, on each side, there was a couple of lit up areas previously. They're down to a really low score of 2. So I don't know exactly what the scoring rating is. I should probably look it up actually, but there's a scoring of initially the one in the center of my chest was a score of 15. And he told me yesterday the one on the side of my neck's a score of 2, so it's really low in comparison. And the one on my chest has dropped quite a lot as well. So basically what I'm trying to say is everything's working really well. We're healing really quickly, and we're killing it off really quite quickly as well. They're happy with my organ function. So for those who don't know, chemotherapy has some very strong side effects, and a lot of that is it actually damages your body quite severely. You can really damage your liver and your blood levels. So it affects your bone marrow, which is where you'll get your immune system activation from, and the turnover of your red blood cells, and a few other things there. Now, all of that is looking really good. All my bloods are looking really good. So what's the game plan moving forward is we're still rolling with high dose chemotherapy, and if things continue the way they're going, it looks like we only got another 6 weeks to go. So we're going to do what they would call 2 more cycles of the chemotherapy. I'll have 1 week in between where I don't have any days where I need to go in and get treatment, which is sort of like a recovery week, and that's where you'll probably see me moving around a bit more than normal. So positive news, everything's looking pretty good. That's about it, and just starting again on this next next cycle, a whole bunch of antibiotics, and a few other things in there, and the love-hate relationship that I have with prednisolone, which is the corticosteroid that works really well, but it's also a bit of a pain in the ass as well, so feel free to look that up if you want to. Cool. For those of you, if you're wondering what this blue thing is up behind me, this is little Mackie boy's foot. Yep, it's a little kid's foot. It's to Auntie Yaya and Uncle Rob. So there's a little fella that we know. He's an awesome little chap. Some of you may know him, some of you might not, but thought I'd throw that in there. Thanks for all your support. Cheers for all the messages, and I just wanted to let you know that everything's moving in the right direction, and we're smashing it, knocking it out of the park.